Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Who is in the house today? Oh my goodness, what a beautiful day it is. Another beautiful day in Southern California. Well, let me get this out of my way here. Hold on. Oops, let me see if I can move that out so it's not so. If the um if the sun behind me is blinding and you can't see me, let me know. Otherwise, give me a thumbs up so I know that you can see me clearly and that I don't need to reposition myself. Also, I have the air conditioning on because it's hot in here. But if that is too noisy, let me know and I can step outside. Hey, Barry. Hello, hello. How's it going? Oh, my goodness. Oh, Cuddles and all the royal globies. Oh, it's so, yes. Donald told me that I think where he was in North Carolina, it was 100. He showed me the the thermometer. It was 102 degrees that day that he showed me. 102. Oh my goodness. Hey, Marty. Oh, hey, oh, Martina. Hey, Martina. Oh, it's hot in Ohio. Ohio too. Hi, yay, Randy. We miss you when you're not here. So glad you're here. Comfortable in Crescent City, I bet. It's beautiful in Crescent City. Hey, Tina. Oh, yep. So it's 95 in Southwest Georgia. Ooh, is it also humid there, Tina? And hey, Liddell is in the house. 95. You guys, whoo, and the humidity in Texas, it's so thick you can cut it with scissors. Oh, hey, Rosani Designs Masquerade. Hello, hello. Barry is saying in a few more months we will all be able to stop complaining. Yep. Then we'll all be ready for blankets and space heaters. That's so true, Barry. So true. Hey, Vaughn's on a roll. Vaughn's is in the house. Hey, hey, hey. Greeting everyone. Hey, Nora. Arcuda 2001 is here. Hello, hello. Oh, my goodness. Hey, postcards from Terry. Hey, how are you doing, Terry? Stay tuned is in the house. Donna Flynn. Oh, my goodness. Oh, buckets of rain coming down. Where are you, Donna? If you don't mind saying, but if you don't want to reveal your location, I totally understand. Uh, Nora says, Vaughn, you got your crown back. Feel better now? Oh my goodness. I have a members. I am going to be posting a members video. I just haven't gotten it up. I have a second potential site that for the Nomad Boot Camp, and I'm going to be airing it. And then I'll have a third one, and then we'll decide and announce it. Hopefully, me and Lindy will be announcing it probably by the second week in August, I think. But I'll confirm that with Lindy. Hey, Brenda, how's it going? Sylvie says, glad to see you. I'm glad to see you too, Sylvie. Oh my goodness. Oh, hey, Lindy, I was just talking about you. I'm thinking we're going to be announcing the location for sure, maybe the second week in August, and then all the details on how to sign up for the Nomad Boot Camp. Oops, I hit the computer there. Uh, Vaughn saying, yeah, she does feel like royalty. So, hey, CW Style. And I want to tell you guys, too, about a video that I posted today. I was going to actually post a different video, but that came up and I said, I've got to get this news out there to you folks. Hey, Janice. Hello, hello. And I want to talk about something else, too, today. Camping in my element. Oh, did you see the element tour that I did of the element that Pascal did? Oh my goodness. So do you have yours built out or is it a no build? I'm kind of curious after seeing Pascal's element build. Hey, Patty. Oh my goodness. You're in Missouri. Patty was in Coronado selling her parents' home, or her and her brothers are doing it. And we met at In-N-Out Burger for some good old In-N-Out burgers. And now you're in Missouri. She's moved to Missouri. Oh my goodness. Janice says, nasty here in North Carolina. 107. Ooh, feel like temperature. Oh my goodness. Well, if Donald's in here, we're going to wish him happy birthday. Today is my brother Donald's birthday. Do you believe that? Oh my goodness. Camping in my element, 101. Ooh, so what are you doing to stay cool? I have an idea. I wanted to get one of those portable air conditioners, but I wasn't willing to pay, $1,000 or how much some of them are costing. So, and I wasn't able to connect with one of the companies in enough time to get it. So I'm going to see. I'll show you guys. I'll probably show you in a video next week what I'm going to try and do to stay cool, because a lot of the places that we're going, it's going to be hot. It's going to be in August. In the end of July, August, it's going to be hot. So, who else is here today? I think I said hi to CW Style. Hey, Jackie, how's it going? Brenda, oh my goodness, 75 degrees, windy and rain in Reno. That sounds good. That sounds good. I'm in East County of San Diego, and it's much, much hotter than where I live, which is closer to the coast. So I have to acclimate when I come to East County. Sylvie says, yeah, I get tired really quickly when it's really humid. Yes. When it's hot and humid, it just saps the life and the energy out of me. And I am just, it's hard for me to function in that kind of weather. Uh oh, Jackie applied for a job in Encinitas. Very cool. Now, that the good part is Encinitas is near the beach, wonderful, beautiful, but very expensive if you're going to move to Encinitas. The real estate for renting is up there. But oh, Donna, you're back in Canada. Okay. Back in Ontario, Canada. Yeah, yeah. Zaps the energy quick, quick. Uh oh, you're in the Pacific Northwest, 60 degrees. Oh my goodness, you must be loving it, Terry. Hey, Carrie Joe and Rose Grace. Oh, you saw the video that I just posted and you liked it. Thanks for letting me know, Rose. If you guys are interested in me doing one on safety, it's been a little while, I think. I did one on safety about when you go to pump gas, how that can be a very, very dangerous place. And you have to take really precautions. But a general one on safety, I would be happy to do if you guys are interested in it. Janice says, I wish it was 60. Thanks. Brenda's wishing Donald a happy birthday. I don't see him in here yet. He may be taking a nap. He takes his nap every day, and I'll tell you, I have a friend who has serious, serious heart problems, and she swears that she's 80 now. Uh, she's 82. 82. And she swears that taking a nap every single day and getting lots of rest has kept her alive. So I'm thinking I'm gonna start taking a nap every day. Donald takes one every day. She takes one every day. Hey, they must be tied into a special secret that I don't know about this getting extra rest. Um, Stay tuned says, I saw the video you posted today. It's another great one, but a little scary. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. I try to provide important information and things that are happening, out there, especially for my van life folks and nomads and seniors. But yeah, it just seems that criminals are getting bolder and bolder and coming up with new ways every day to victimize people. It's scary. It really is scary. And I want to talk about this new executive order, but I'll do that in a few minutes. If I forget, you guys remind me that I wanted to address this executive order that just came out. Thanks, Vaughn, for wishing Donald a happy birthday. Catherine Nelson says the country I'm in is a lot cooler, or the county I'm in is a lot cooler this year. Oh, you're very lucky then. You're very lucky. I'm going to turn this off for a minute because I'm getting a little bit chilly, believe it or not. Hey, Sandra from Libertyville. Oh my goodness, I was there I was not in Libertyville. I was in Vernon Hills not very long ago. And I was also in Forest Hills. Hey, Carrie Joe. Thanks, Lindy. Thanks everyone for wishing Donald a happy birthday. Jackie says 80 in Fullerton with a breeze. That's not too bad, especially with a breeze. Rose Gray says another video on safety would be great. I will do that. I will do that. And I will try and incorporate not only some safety measures for van life folks, but most of us have vehicles or are driving. Most of us, not all of us, but most of us. And, we just are becoming more and more targets, you know? And I think as things unravel, because I believe things are unraveling more and more every day, especially when all these folks are kicked off Section 8 and a lot of things are coming. And I was looking at what was it? Pepsi closed, they didn't close the plant, but they stopped their manufacturing operations in Detroit. So a lot of people are going to get laid off there. And every time I seem to look on YouTube or the news, I'm seeing announcements about companies laying off or shutting down plants or going out of business completely. And things, I don't know. What do you guys think? But I think that things are going to get a whole lot worse before they get better. That's what I'm thinking. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Thanks, Sandra. Uh, Hello, Andrea. Did I say hello to Andrea and Grace? Grace. This is a Sienna minivan, and I'm not guaranteeing it, but I'm hoping to do a tour on this next week, sometime Monday or Tuesday. But I'm not going to be traveling in this. I'm not going to be traveling in my ProMaster. So I will show you when I get on the road what I am going to be traveling in. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. But one thing I am going to do, I bought a Jackery 2000 V or something. I'll have to look at it. I can't remember. But I bought a Jackery and I like it because I like the ones that have the handles, not the handles that you have to hold on the side, but this one has handles that pull up and you can just pick it up, and it's a lot lighter, and it's a little over 2,000 watt hours. So I wanted a more, it's more watt hours, but it's a smaller package. Every year, it seems they get smaller and smaller and lighter as the technology gets more and more advanced. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to try and keep cool using that. And just a lot of things. I'm going to try the vehicle I'm going to be traveling in, and Jessica's going to be coming with me. I'm not going to bring Cuddles because even though it's going to be, I had to try and work on getting a housekeeper or house sitter rather, and someone to sit with him, and provisions for him to be provided for. But I am concerned that a lot of the places that we're going are going to be very hot, and it will not be safe to keep him in the van. And some of the places won't allow dogs. So I just decided, rather than, and his paws, he hates wearing those little booties, but they'll be the cement or the asphalt will be hot, even the places where he is allowed. So I just decided I'm not going to take him along on this living in my van excursion for his safety. So, but this Grace is a Sienna minivan. Nora says, when I get out to pump gas, I lock the car doors immediately. Absolutely. Yes. Carla says, my mom is 96 and never takes a nap. Well, hey, Carla, you got good genes. I'm happy for you. But I think I'm going to start taking a nap. I think I need to start taking a nap. Aside from that, I'm tired sometimes. Hey, Grace. Carrie Joe says, how long a nap? I'd probably sleep too long. Usually about an hour or so. An hour, maybe an hour and a half. But she's my friend who has now let me tell you, her mother died of having from having at a very young age, like I think in her 40s, from heart problems. Her sister died in her 50s from heart problems. She inherited and has serious heart problems, but she's 82. and she has taken from a relatively young age, maybe 40 or so, she started taking a rest or a nap during the day. And she swears that that has been a big help. And she doesn't eat a lot of red meat either. And she doesn't smoke or do any of that other stuff. But she really believes that it's the nap and the resting and the giving her body time. Well, when we sleep, our body kind of regenerates. So I'm going to start trying it. We'll see. Hey, Carla, how's it going? And hey, Gia, I haven't seen you in a minute. Another one of my members in here. Hey. That's all right. That's all right, sis. Whenever you can make it, you're welcome here. I'm just glad you made it. Hey, the wonky rather camp. Okay, let me get it together. The wonky compass adventures. Okay, I got it. That's a mouthful. I'm just going to say wonky. Okay. Hey, say, this is Crystal, by the way, La Gringa. I just decided to change this channel name instead of creating a whole new one. Okay. That sounds like a plan, but I'm so glad you're here, Crystal. And I'm so sorry about your mom. I know I've said it before, but my heart just goes out to you. That is, such a loss, such a loss. But my prayers are with you too. I want you to know that. Patty says, I used to feel terrible if I took a nap during the day and wondered how my parents and elderly aunt could do it. And then I got old and need naps. You and me both, Patty. You and me both. Oh my goodness. Stay tuned says, yes, Carol, we need reminders of safety tips periodically. Yes, especially with the new things that are with technology. They're tracking you. But watch that video. It's stunning. It was stunning to me. It really was stunning to me. How bold criminals are getting. Hey, Anna Marie, how are you? Sandra says, oh, wow, Vernon Hills is 2 minutes from my house. Oh, my goodness. I hope to get back there sometime this year. Well, our next year. But I do definitely hope to get to Vernon Hills soon. Catherine says, where is a good place to boondock where it's cool in Northern California so I can sit, crochet, not a full-time van person? Well, depends on how far north you want to go. Shasta, I like Shasta, kind of in the if you have that, well, it's not really boondocking. It was $7 a night, but up near Shasta, other places in Northern California that are cooler, well, Crescent City, is very comfortable. But again, how far north do you want to go, Catherine? That really depends how far north you want to go. Thank you, Terry. It's solution based. Yes, there are dangers, but be smart about your surroundings. Absolutely. You just have to be so careful when you go somewhere. For the minute you get out of your vehicle, you have to be careful. You really do. It's a shame, but it's true. Hey, 63 clocks. Hello. Tina says, I'm snacking homemade peanut butter cookies on plain vanilla potato chips. Crazy combo. You know what, Tina? I love sweet and salty things together. So that's not a crazy combo. I love sweet and like Snickers with popcorn at the movie theater. Oh yeah, I love sweet and salty together. Hey, Catherine Nelson says, maybe lucky right now, but worried that August is going to be hotter than, August, well, July in some places, August in others. We're going to be in Palm Springs at some point in the latter part of August. So you know what it's going to be like there. We were there once, it was 122. But we have a complete system, and I'll take you around there because we're going to be a lot of places. So I'm going to take you guys all along. So stay tuned. Hey, Miss Net. Hello to my fabulous second family. You guys are my second family too. Hey, oh my goodness. Uh, Jackie says, California has the highest unemployment in the United States. Really? I didn't know that, Jackie. Oh my goodness. Wow. Carrie Joe says, so sad. I retired before I wanted to because my plant closed up. Yeah. A lot of plants are closing up and companies are laying people off left and right. I tell people, unless someone is horsewhipping you on your job, you better not quit your job right now if you need the money. If you don't need the money, well, then do what you please. But if you need the income to pay your rent and buy food, right now is not the time to be quitting a job unless it's a safety issue. That's different, But yeah. Uh 63 Clocks is saying hello to everyone. Catherine says, Tina, that sounds like you are pregnant. Are you pregnant, Tina? No, uh, Catherine, salty. And in the South, they used to take Pepsis and they'd put salted peanuts in the Pepsis. And then, drink the Pepsis and have the salted peanuts with the salt and sweet, that salt and sweet is a thing for sure. Postcards from Terry says, hi, Catherine. I'm at parks, senior centers during the day. Senior citizens have knitting groups and $3 lunches. That is such a great idea, Terry. I don't know why I didn't think about it. Catherine, that is a great idea. Going to senior citizen centers or libraries, going to libraries during the middle of the day, or even going into a McDonald's and buying a cheap dollar drink and sitting in there, or Panera, although Panera drinks are high. Unless you have their sip club, then you can go in there and get, drinks as you please. But yeah, that, Terry, thank you. That is such a great tip and such a great suggestion. Yeah, and senior centers, they a lot of times have activities where you can play cards or a movie or something. That's a great idea. Or a community center. Who else is here? Stealthing in San Francisco, went to Pacifica, too rainy. Oh, stealthing in San Francisco can be a challenge. It can be a challenge. Catherine says, yeah, because I didn't want to leave my van. I didn't drive my van over to San Diego, to San Francisco. I took BART because I didn't want to take a chance on my van being ripped off or broken into. San Francisco is crazy mad with vehicle break-ins right now. Catherine says, yeah, but I don't want to be around people, just want to get away. Well, you can go into Panera and sit back in the corner, or you can go into a library. Libraries have little nooks that you can go into and be all by yourself in the little nook all by yourself in a library. There's thousands, I'm exaggerating, but there's literally dozens of nooks in the library where I go to. Barry says, that sounds like a good choice to add to your existing power. Yes, and Barry knows what I'm going to be traveling in, but don't tell anyone, Barry. I'll tell him when I do my video on it. That Barry does know what I'm going to be traveling in on my cross country or halfway cross country. We don't know where we're going to end up. Just come along with us and see. Come along with the ride and see. I'm at one of Jessica's little friend's house. I would show you this property, but I don't know if she wants me to, but it's huge. It has, it takes up the entire block. That's how big it is. It's unbelievable. And they have a huge swimming pool that has these rockscape and slide. It's unbelievable. So his mom, the boy's mom that Jessica knows, is so good about inviting all the kids from high school, keeping them together, and they get together about once a month during the summer and sometimes even during the winter too. She's so good about having get-togethers for the kids. Sylvie says that executive order about getting homeless off the streets by sending them into mandatory treatment, not housing, that means people could be committed indefinitely. Well, you know what, Sylvie? Let's talk about that. There is an executive order. I haven't read it, so I don't know. I'm going to be doing some research on it this week, but it sounds like it's going to be mandating people into facilities. Now, I wonder if they're going to have enough beds for people, but mandating people into facilities, the idea is to break up encampments, but it's also, I think it's going to flow over into nomads, and that nomads are going to be forced off to, I think it's not going to be long before nomads are going to have it. They're already, people living in vans are already having a difficult time with all of the things that are being planned and implemented against people sleeping overnight. I just was parked somewhere. There was a big sign that said no overnight sleeping in your vehicle. I mean, they're getting really specific. So I think it's going to get worse and worse. And with people that are not going to have subsidized housing anymore, it's going to be, it's, I'm not going to say it's going to be Mad Max, but it's going to be a mini version of Mad Max, I believe, out there in these streets. But the I heard a term the other day. It was called vehicular homelessness. Have any of you guys heard of that? Vehicular homelessness? That was the first time I'd ever heard that. But yeah, they're calling people who live in vans are among the vehicular homeless. But again, there's more and more to connect and make people living in vans appear to be the same as people who are living in encampments. And I think it's a dangerous precedent being set. And the crazy thing is, as more and more people are not able to afford housing, they're making more and more rules to make it difficult to sleep in the only shelter that people have. I don't know. It's just real. I find it very, very, very disturbing. Um, let's see who else is here. Uh, uh, Catherine says, Carol, he is going to miss you. Oh my goodness. Uh, Carlene says, I take a nap every morning. I have AFib and am 88. Well, that's so. How helpful have you found that to be? Have you found, it sounds like it must be helpful if you're taking it every morning. And I have a bit of AFib. I went on this medication, but it made it worse. So I came off of it. I told the doctor, this is making it worse. I'm coming off of this stuff. So take a nap or meditate. Stay tuned is saying, well, some people may have to take a nap and meditate. Carlene is 88, Vaughn's 88. But how long have you been taking a nap every day, Carlene? Because I'm wondering if this is adding to your longevity, you know? Uh, did I miss? Oh, hey, Miss French Twist, I didn't see you. Hello, hello. Always look in the back seat before getting in your vehicle. Oh, absolutely. Look in the back seat and also glance underneath your vehicle, particularly if your vehicle is a high profile vehicle, because a lot of people will roll under your vehicle. This is a new thing they were doing. Well, it's not new anymore, but something they were doing too. They were, when you go up to get your into your vehicle, they'd be underneath the high profile and they'd reach out and slash your tendon in your Achilles heel with a blade. I can't make this stuff up. I'm telling you. It's insane. I can't make it up. It's just, you know. But yes, Miss French Twist, absolutely. Look in your back seat always, always. Hey, who is this? I don't have my glasses on. Elnock Kate? Is it Elnock Kate? I hope I'm saying that right. Hello, hello. Um, Andrea says someone is at the door. Oh, gotta go. Okay, we'll see you next time, Andrea. Um, uh, Crystal says, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Oh, Crystal, I just know I I can't say I know how you feel. I know how I felt when my mom passed, and I know what it's like, but we all experience it differently. We all, go through it differently. Ah, hey, Freddie. Oh, one of my OGs caught a live show finally. I'm glad you're here, Freddie. Uh, Maria, hello, Maria. Oh my goodness. Vaughn says years ago I saw where people would drop an airbag in a woman's purse when she wasn't looking to follow her. Creepy. Or yeah, those air pod things. Are they But now it's gotten even more advanced. It's more advanced. And it's scary. They're not even trying to go up to your house when you're not home. They're going up when you are there. That says they're doing home invasions, or they're trying to kidnap you, or I mean, I don't know. For those of you who are Christians and believe in the word, this is like last days stuff. This is like end time stuff. But it's going to get a whole lot worse because there's still many more prophecies to fulfill. So it's going to get a whole lot worse. I was just waving to one of the parents of one of the kids here. Um uh Lisa R said in the 17 and 1800s people took naps daily. Okay, I didn't know that, but it makes sense. Carlene says, Vaughn, I'm doing well. Sure wish the monsoons would come and cool us off. Thanks for asking. Well, it sounds like you might be in Arizona if you're looking for monsoons. Uh, yeah, yeah, Brenda, creepy. Catherine says, Shasta would be the furthest. I'm just outside of Sacramento in the south. Okay. Well, Lindy is up in Santa Rosa, and she said it's very, very, very pleasant there. That it's very nice in Santa Rosa, a lot cooler than Sacramento. Now, um, I wonder what it's like up in hmm, I'm looking some maybe what is that area? Not Napa. Um, there's an area, is that Rosedale? But it's in Sonoma County. So I wonder if there are areas in Sonoma County that are cooler, Carlene, and that wouldn't be as far as Shasta, you know. Catherine says, oh, I already said what Catherine said. Oh, sorry. Um, The wonky compass says sweet and salty is the bomb diggity. Oh yeah, sweet and salty. Well, you know how they have those peanuts that have the not caramel, but the sweet and salty they're kind of like a crust, a crunchy crust, but it's salty and sweet all at the same time. It is bomb diggity. You're right, Crystal. Maria says, what is going to happen with van life when the new law of homeless living in the street, even though van life is not homeless? That's what I'm concerned about, Maria. I think we would all be in denial if we don't realize that this is going to affect van life folks. And it's going to be more important and critical than ever to have places to park, to have places on private property where you can park legally. I just wish that more and more van life folks, maybe people can't do it on their own, but could come together and pool resources and buy a property. I think it's gonna have to come to that. I really do. Ah, Randy says my grandson Wyatt Elliott is asking about your live. Well, tell Wyatt Elliott hello, Randy. Tell him hello from me. I'm saying hi to Wyatt Elliott. Hello, Wyatt. How are you? Brenda says I'll be at Burning Man at the end of August. Oh no, I can't. First of all, I think it's too expensive for me. I'm just cheap. But secondly, they say that it almost you never they say it can be years before you get all the dust and dirt out of your vehicle from a Burning Man. So, and it's just It's just too much for me. It's just a little over the top for me. I give you kudos, Brenda, that you can do it. I know you've gone several years, but it's just too much for me. Sylvie says, not looking forward to August, but I'll take it rather than the alternative. Hey, as long as you're on this side of the ground and not pushing up daisies, it beats the alternative. Absolutely, Sylvie. Absolutely. Vaughn says, Brenda, Sylvie this is why I wear a crossbody bag on my chest so I can keep it inside at all times. I'll tell you, when I was in Europe, I wore a thing. It was like you couldn't tell it, but it's kind of a wallet that was on your arm, that it was attached to your arm. And then I wore skirts or pants and tops so that I had like a wallet that connected, like one of like a it wasn't like uh a purse, but it was more like a flat wallet that went flat against my stomach, and I could keep cash in it. I could keep my phone, but my clothes went over it because they are notorious for pickpocketing and cutting your purses off. But that's starting to happen here a lot too now. So yeah, Vons, you really do have to take precautions. Hey, Donald, Donald's in the house. Everyone is saying happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I'm going to sing happy birthday to my brother, everyone. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Donald. I am so, so happy that you're celebrating. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to tell him what number it is unless you decide to. But I'm 72 and he's my younger brother. So he's younger than 72. Okay. Brenda says, Vaughn's, I have one. Never leave home without it. Yeah. You have to be careful now. Carrying a purse can make you a target now. Uh Vaughn says, Brenda, I'm shocked. Oh my goodness. Everyone's saying hello to everyone still. Yes, happy birthday, Donald. Oh, hoo-hoo. PJ Stitchery and aka Kathy, says, no way on peanut butter cookie. Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I gotta go with the sweet and salty. Tina says 69 years old here, not pregnant, Catherine, not today. That would be quite a feat. Quite a feat. Randy saying Mr. Birthday Miller. Oh my goodness. PJ saying yes, I fixed it. Mark is saying in South Jersey we did the Planters peanuts and RC cola. Okay. Yep, same thing, same thing. It's a southern thing too. Down in the South, they do that. Carlene says, Vaughn, I'm halfway between Albuquerque and El Paso, Southwest New Mexico. Carlene, it's I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Catherine. Carlene says, oh, so you're near Albuquerque, Southwest. So it must be fairly warm where you're at, Carlene, too. Vaughn says, Carol, I like having salsa, then a Hershey Kiss. Now, I haven't tried that. I have to say, I have not tried that. Donald saying hi to 63 clocks. Hey, 63 clocks. Uh, PJ says, I want to go out in nature. I love being out in nature, especially if I'm near a body of water. That's my favorite place to be. Hey, original Mama Grizzly. Hello, hello. Where goest thou, Carol? Well, stay tuned next week and you'll see. But it's going to be, I'll say this, it's past Colorado going east. Let me just say that. And not quite to New York. So I know that's a long ways in between, huh? So we're going to be traveling. We're going to see where we're going to end up. Brenda says, Tina, good news. No fun changing diapers at that age. Oh, no. No fun changing diapers at any age. Oh, you ladies. Brenda, hey, Brenda Dove. Hello, hello. And everyone's wishing Donald a happy birthday. PJ said, Tina, I had to ask. Oh, my goodness. Vaughn says, I'm pregnant with ice cream babies. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Iris, how are you doing? Well, I am. Hey, Elna Kate says library has study rooms. They do. Yeah, they do have study rooms. I mean, there's lots of places you can be alone in a library. You don't have to be around other people, but you can still enjoy the cool. And some libraries, like where I am, are open till 7 o'clock at night during the week. Now, on weekends, that not so much, only till 5. But by 5, it's starting to get a little cooler, and 7, it's cooler. Although I was in Yuma, Arizona one year, and it was still 99 degrees at 9 o'clock at night. Whew, boy, I tell you. Um, let's see. Everyone's saying hello to new people coming in. PJ says, Carol, that sounds like Switch. It's up semi truck and trailer. Uh, I'm not getting that. I'm sorry, PJs. It's going over my head. Brenda is saying everyone's saying hello and happy birthday to Donald. Carlene says Brenda Cruises is a great place, always clean. I'm in Elephant Butte. Oh, how about property prices there, Carlene? And what about property, and how are they on tiny homes there? Because I would consider New Mexico. I don't really want to go that far, but I would consider New Mexico if I could get a good price. But I would want to be more close to the mountains so it'd be cooler, you know. Everyone's again saying happy birthday. How does it feel having all these people wish you happy birthday, Donald? Sylvia says that's the point. There's already a 2,000 bed shortage nationwide right now. They estimate there are 750,000 homeless. It's going to be a hot mess. Have you ever heard the term unintended consequences? Well, there are going to be a whole lot of unintended consequences. And I just shudder to think what those are going to be as these cities start enforcing this new executive order. But I'm going to do some research on it and bring you a video, hopefully, on it with some more information. Martin says, who decides who is mentally ill? It's also for drug users, not good. That's a good question. Some people would say, oh, well, if you refuse to be sheltered, if you refuse to live in a house, you're mentally ill. And that's not necessarily true at all. Not just if you live in a van, but if you want to live in a tent somewhere, they'd say you're mentally ill. You're right. Who gets to say who's mentally ill in this circumstance, Martina? It's gonna get scary, I think. Uh Ms. French Twist says the Thunderdome. Hmm. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We will see. Maria says, you just answered my question about van life and the new law about homeless people. Oh yeah, like I said, I don't like to really talk a lot about something till I really know what I'm talking about and have the facts, but just based on what I'm hearing, it's going to be scary and it's going to make it very difficult for van life folks. Uh yeah, original Mama Grizzly. Doesn't it sound like vehicular traffic crimes? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Brenda says, hope you have an awesome sunset this evening. Oh, yeah. I hope we do too. Where I am at, people just go down to the beach and sit there and watch the sunset. It's amazing. Well, I'm going to be getting off here soon because I am here. They're having a little get together and I need to go in and say hello to folks. So, Freddie says, I work a security guard position and work nights mainly. Even in North Texas, I fry from 5 p.m. to midnight. Wow. Wow. Solar generator power, a power station for my phone charging and running a fan. Oh my goodness. PJ says, oh, and subsidized healthcare is ending. Oh, subsidized healthcare is ending. These things are coming so fast that people, don't get time to recover from losing one benefit before something else is taken away from him. It's just like rapid fire, rapid fire. I just don't know what folks are going to do. I don't know what some folks are going to do. I just pray that people have caring family members, But, a lot of times family members are doing worse than the person who's homeless, are doing as bad. Diane, hey, Diane says, hello, everyone. I agree with Vaughn's and any other or any other grocery stores with a side area for food or drinks. I agree. Vaughn's or any other grocery store with a side area for food or drinks. Not, I'm a little bit lost on that, Diane. Sorry. Vehicular homeless. No, I don't like that name either, but that's the first time I had seen that term, vehicular homelessness. So that means you're vehicular homeless, but yeah, vehicular homelessness, that's the first time I had seen that term and it was frightening to me, I'll tell you. You're right, Maria. People cannot afford housing and poverty wages. People don't have a wage that they can sustain themselves on, even with two jobs, full-time job and a part-time job. Uh, I know, original three generations, Iris. How can it be illegal to be homeless? That's like putting. I don't know. I don't know. I think it would take someone who's very wealthy to think that. Because I don't think an average person or a person struggling would think like that because they know that they're just one paycheck or one disaster away from being homeless. So I think someone who has never had to even be on the verge of being homeless and never will, I think it takes someone like that to think and have the mindset that homelessness could be criminal. I mean, but they are criminalizing homelessness. They are indeed. And it's frightening. Uh Diane, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do because they're not going to have enough beds. They are not going to have enough beds, and that is a fact. And they're not going to be able to build enough facilities and put it so. And if they were going to build facilities, why not just build affordable housing instead? That would be a much smarter move. I don't know, you know. Patty says more rules against sleeping in vehicles and more people forced from their homes. What could go wrong? That's such a good way to put it. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, don't get me started because I'll get started on a rant. Hey, Kalina Pacificana. Hello, hello, aloha, aloha. Uh, Nora says, Diane, I'm sure they'd like to lock up everyone. Yeah. It's gonna be we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. But I am going to be getting off of here um because I gotta go in and not be so rude to be a guest over here and be staying in their driveway doing my live. But anyone who is a content creator, could you please put a big C so I can shout you out? And if you are new, this is your first time, would you put it number one so I can call you out and welcome you too? Um, Freddie says, tried wetting down my uniform shirt. Picture this 70-year-old woman in a wet t-shirt contest. That is kind of funny, Freddie. But you know what, Freddie? I like those little bottles, that have the fans with the squirt. I do like those. If you put ice and ice water in those, I found that is kind of like a mister, kind of tends to help. And I found those little fans that I have that I put around my neck. Those help too. You know, um, I'm going to do a video on the road on how I'm keeping cool. And I won't only do things that have to be plugged in. I'll do some USB things and some things that don't require USB. One thing I like little small hot water bottles with ice in it, and I just put it on my neck or on my shoulder. I find that works very effectively. Um, Sylvie says, when you own a vehicle, you are paying taxes every year with your registration. You are. It is beyond the pale to disrespect a nomad. Thank you, Sylvie. That is so, so true. You are. You're paying taxes. And if you're living in an area where there's tolls, you're paying tolls, your registration. Here, we pay a fortune in taxes on our gasoline in California. That's one of the reasons our gas is so high. And then you pay taxes when you go into the grocery store, for things. Here we don't pay taxes on food, but meals or hot food or restaurants. I mean, so we pay taxes going and coming when we're living in, or people are living in vehicles. Hey, Kathleen. Hello, hello. Thank you. Thank you. Glad you could join. Carlene says, I've been napping properly 15 years, usually only 15 to 20 minutes. So you take uh, uh, um, what am I trying to call it? Not a quick nap, but I have another word, but I can't. When you get older, sometimes you can't think of your words. Well, a mini nap, I guess I'll call it, for the lack of being able to think of the word I want to say. Right now, I'm taking only Eloquist. Okay, okay. Diane says, I think the people who are able to buy land will rent out a night's sleep or two for cheap. Unfortunately, gas could be too high to move. That's true. A lot of people may not be able to get to those places. But if more, I would like to do it so I don't, where I'm going to have my place, I want to have a place that people can just come and maybe stay a night or two for free, even, but they won't be able to hook up. And I will maybe have hookups that I'll charge really cheap, $5 or $8 or something a night. But I want to have places where people can come and just boondock for a couple of nights. But it will have to be an invitation, and you have to be vetted because people are going to be living there, and I can't just have anyone coming. But people who are properly vetted, I like them to be able to come and spend a night or two if they're on the road and just need a place to rest for a night or so. Um, Kalina says, been busy with my Ahana and working. Oh, okay, Kaliana. But I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Original Mama Grizzly says, Second Amendment needed and prayer. I know what you mean. I've got my Second Amendment, original Grizzly Mama, for these criminals. Um, Original Mama Grizzly says, the weapons of warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God, the pulling down and destruction of strongholds. Absolutely. Absolutely. Original Mama Grizzly. PJ says, I'm cleaning out my house to put it on the market soon and then buying a small home on an acre. That sounds divine. That sounds, oh my goodness, that sounds so cool. Original Mama Grizzly is saying San Luis Obispo, Monterey, or where might even be, I don't know about Santa Cruz. I don't know what Santa Cruz is like. You'll have to check, but maybe Santa Cruz. That might be a place to go. All right, postcards from Terry says, Sylvie, I agree. Also, I come into a town and shop. Gotta buy groceries, gas. I contribute a lot to society. We do. We spend, when you're on the road, you spend money at every location you're at, usually, you know? All right. Kathleen says, in the Middle East and many other countries in Europe as well, it is a common practice to take a lengthy nap post summer. I know they have siestas in Mexico. A lot of times where I was places, in the middle of the day, shops would be closed. Hey, Yvette, blessing queen from Louisiana. Blessing to you also, Yvette. My mother is from Louisiana, or was from Louisiana. Woo, and I tell you, they got some good cooks coming from out of Louisiana. Nothing like a seafood boil, with a Creole seafood boil. Woo, I have a taste of that right now. Mm. All right. Well, I am going to head up. I know that you're right, Diane. A lot of homeowners have space that they'll probably start renting soon. As the economy gets worse, people are going to need the extra money. And I did a video a while back on a woman who rents rooms to people in her home in order to be able to pay her mortgage. Yeah, Janice, a lot of people are going off grid on like 65 acres and 40 acres. You're right. Oh, Kiliana, you lived in Monterey for close to 20 years. Ooh, that's such a beautiful, beautiful area. All right, folks, I'm getting out of here. Anyone who wants, I know I'm going to miss a lot of comments. Hey, Wanda 726324. Hello, hello. I just seeing you here. All right. Barry says next time anyone is at a Walmart, check and see if they have a filtered water machine. Bring your own plastic container, and it's about 43 cents per gallon. Yes. I had been paying $1.37. Oh yeah, no, they have those water machines. Here they used to be 25 cents, but then they went up to 35 in some places and apparently 43 where you are, Barry. Uh Nora says not unintended consequences, very intentional. You know what, Nora? You're right. You're right. They're I stand corrected. They are very intentional consequences. You're absolutely right. Sad as it is to say that. All right. I am heading out. Oh my goodness, all these comments I'm going to miss. I'm so sorry to miss all these comments, but I want to get content creators. Okay, postcards from Terry is a content creator. I know that Lava Lindy's awesome van adventure is a postcard is a content creator. Anyone else? Hey, Graham, didn't see you up there. Oh, here's okay. What did the boob say to the other boob? If we don't get some support soon, people will think we're nuts. Graham, I'm going to put you on a timeout if you don't watch it. All right, 63. Try dipping a t-shirt in ice water, wring it out, put it on, and if you don't even wring it out, just put it on. Oh, that's a great suggestion, Vons. I do have a email address. Let me see if I can hold on. Uh um it's just my name at I hope I got this right. I may have gotten it wrong. But yeah, just glorious life on wheels at gmail.com. But I probably won't read it till Monday because I don't go through this stuff on Sundays unless it's after 5, and I don't do business on Sundays. And after this, I usually am resting and doing other stuff because I'm going to be going in there for this get together. So you could send me an email, but I probably won't get it till at least Monday. And then I have a backlog, so it'll be a little while before I get to it. Um, uh, All right, everyone. I don't see anyone else. A number one in the house. I don't see any new people who want to be acknowledged. But yeah, power naps. That's what it is, Graham. A power nap. I'm catching up real quick on these comments as I can. Um, oh, Savannah just got back from a Gulf Coast van adventure. Ooh, did you do a video on it? That sounds a lot of fun. Uh, PJ Stitchery says we need to get together to talk about your idea because it's the same as mine. I'm open to talk, PJ. I'm definitely open to talk. Um, all right, Marilyn. Hey, Marilyn Fuentes says I'm late, haven't been in a while, but yes, Southern California, we stay in prayer. Yes, yes. Glad you were able to make it in today. PJ says taxes on gas is supposed to be for roads, but the roads are awful because they're in cahoots with car repair shop. Oh, everyone's in cahoots these days. If I believe it's you know, I just don't know. Yeah. All right, folks. I am going to. Oh yeah. Original Grizzly Mama said power nap too. Yeah. Rosani said cat nap. Cat nap wasn't what I was thinking of. I was thinking of a power nap. Okay, fingers up, people, before the show's over. Oh, thank you, Barry. Hit that like button, folks. Hit that like button. It just helps the algorithm, so do help. All right, have a great weekend, everyone. I love each and every one of you. Go check out the video I did on the newest scam. It's terrifying in a way. It really is, but it just shows you have to be so aware of everything. I think I'm going to get a scan device or something that can tell if someone's put a tracker on my car, but go watch that video. Watch that video, and I have hopefully a tour coming up. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, not promising, but I'm hoping a tour of this van next week, and then you'll see what I'm going to be traveling in on my road trip. All right. See each and every one of you. Let me end this, and I will see you guys. Hopefully, I hope to have a live next Saturday. Depends on